Om Shanti. All the Sevadharis can sit down now. Sevadhari, sabhi baith jayenge. Let's sit back straight and do a 1-minute exercise. Like you teach us to do a 1-minute stretch, a 1-minute bend, blinking our eyes while working on the computer screen, just turning our wrist, just bending our neck. Short, simple exercises keep the body healthy. Similarly, a very short, simple exercise keeps the mind powerful. And this is an exercise that we can do any time in the day. Even in between seeing 2 patients, we can do this little exercise. Even if it's just for 10 seconds, 5 seconds also, very simple and short. And when you do it for a couple of months, you will see what change it starts bringing into you. So just sit straight and bring your attention here, this point, the point where we apply the tilak. The tilak is applied to remind us that I'm not this role and position. I'm not this body that I see in the mirror every day. I am the energy which runs this body. I am the energy which creates every thought, every feeling, every emotion, every decision. I am that energy. And that energy is called by different words. It is called power, it's called energy, it's called consciousness, light, spirit. In the spiritual vocabulary, it's called the soul, Atma. But it's just a vocabulary. Important is more to understand that I'm not this body. The body which you treat every day is just a costume that the soul is wearing. So just take 30 seconds and visualize yourself a little star here, because we can't see the energy with this eyes, so we just visualize it, a little star here in the center of the forehead. Everybody sit straight and see yourself there, a little star in the center of the forehead, and gently create these thoughts. I am a powerful being. Just repeat this to yourself. Keep seeing that little star there. I am a powerful being. I am calm and stable always. I am a peaceful being. I am an instrument of the divine. I radiate peace and power to everyone I meet. Just visualize this scene. I radiate peace and power to everyone I meet, which means everyone I work with, family I live with, and most important, everyone I treat. I radiate peace and power to everyone I meet. I am the power which empowers others. I am the power which empowers others. I heal. We are changing the word today from treat to heal. I heal. I am an instrument, a healer. I heal their mind and body both. I heal their mind and body both. I am the power which empowers them. Om Shanti. Is this easy to do this exercise? Easy to do this exercise? Everybody? Easy to do this exercise? Like in between meeting two patients, you always wash your hands. If you touched one, you will wash and then touch the other. Everywhere in the hospital there is a board of hand sanitization. Enter the ICU, sanitize, come out of the ICU, sanitize, enter into a patient's room, come out again. So much importance of hand sanitization. Now, along with that, if we practice mind sanitization also. Because when you meet one patient, you are in their energy field. Then you meet the next one, you are carrying this energy field to the next. And then to the next and to the next and to the next. And in the evening, we are taking all this energy field. Where is it going in the evening? Do you go home in the evening or do you go home in the night? So whenever you go home, all that energy field is going with you. And most important, that energy field is becoming your energy field. Time has come for the medical fraternity to talk to the world, or at least first start talking to India, because Bharat is ready to listen to it. To talk to people that we are not just this body that we treat. Do you agree that we are not just this body? Do you agree that we are not just this body? How many agree? Because often the doctors will say, I don't believe there is any soul and all. I don't believe all this thing. I don't believe because I don't see. And science will believe only what science can prove and science can see. But there is one more way to believe things, and that is what I experience. What I experience. We are human beings. It is two words because it is a combination of two things. Human comes from the word humus. It's a Greek word which means mitti, dust, this body, made from matter, and it will finish into the dust. And being means that energy. So I am human body plus this being. When you take a patient into the operation theatre, you will say to the sister, sister, take Mr. So-and-so inside, right? Just in case things don't go right and the person is not able to make it. Do you say, sister, take Mr. So-and-so out? Do you say, sister, take Mr. So-and-so out? While taking him in, you said, sister, take Mr. So-and-so in. But if it doesn't work out, we say, sister, take the body out. And the family of that individual comes to you. Till that morning, they were saying to you, Dr. Saab, please take care of my mother. Dr. Saab, please cure my father. He should be fine. But that evening, they come to you and they say, Dr. Saab, when can we take the body home? Suddenly, it is not mummy, papa, Mr. So-and-so. Suddenly, the word is only body. Why? Because the master of the body has left. So it is there in our vocabulary. In Hindi, we call it arthi. You know, when you say the dead body being taken for cremation, it is called arthi. Arthi means jo rathi hai. Rathi means the charioteer. The rathi has left, so it is an arathi, which means it is only the body. The charioteer has left. This is only the chariot. And we know this, and yet we are not talking about it. And why is it so important to talk about it in the healthcare? Because when you're treating the body, do you think there is a role played by the energy sitting here? Do you believe that there is some role played by the energy sitting there? Does that play a role in your treatment, or only you are treating the body completely? What do you think? How many feel the mind of the person plays any role? Do we tell them that? I once went to meet an oncosurgeon, one of the top names of Delhi city at that time, but he was going through cancer. And it was a 4th stage, and he knew what is going to be the result. And there lying in bed, and when I went to meet him, he said, sister, आई थिंक हमने बहुत झूठ बोला दुनिया को. आई सेड नो, आप ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हो कि हमने झूठ बोला? ही सेड एवरी पेशेंट हु केम वी टेल देम वी विल ट्रीट यू, वी विल ट्रीट यू, वी विल ट्रीट यू, हम आपको ठीक कर देंगे. ही सेड बट दिस इज़ नॉट ट्रू. ही सेड दिस इज़ नॉट ट्रू कि हम उनको पूरा ठीक कर सकते हैं. ही सेड आधा काम हम करते हैं और बाकी आधा कौन करता है? बाकी आधा नहीं, वो नहीं, बाकी आधा उनका मन, उनके मन की शक्ति. अगर किसी का मन कमज़ोर है, हम कितनी भी कोशिश करें वो बॉडी उतना अच्छा रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं करती है. एंड अगर किसी का मन स्ट्रॉन्ग है तो मेडिकली देयर इज़ अ कॉम्प्लिकेशन, बट दैट माइंड इज़ सो पावरफुल एंड सो एनर्जाइज्ड that we see miracles in our hospital. How many of you have seen miracles which have defied medical prediction? And if we start talking to people about this, then the number of miracles in your hospital will start increasing. Bharat is the country where we can create maximum number of miracles because almost everybody in Bharat understands spiritual principles. They understand Atma, they understand the power of the mind, they know how to use it. They are all praying, they are all doing mantra, they are all doing meditation, they are all doing yoga, they are doing everything. We only have to connect that to the treatment. Otherwise, that is seeming one part of my life, and this disease and treatment seems to be another part of my life. Just need to connect the two and the number of miracles will start changing. Today what happens is, you get all your material, so much of material from the West, which says, oh, this disease, this much percentage of cure. This medicine, this much percentage of side effect. And that comes as a figure. And a figure is information. As a healer, now I'm going to call you healer and not doctor. Because actually you're not just a doctor. A doctor treats the body. A healer? What does a healer do? A healer first heals the mind, and then the treatment of the body begins. I'm sure most of you, almost all of you must be experiencing that when someone comes and meets you and you radiate your beautiful energy and vibration to them, you still have only prescribed the medicine, they haven't yet taken it. They've not taken the medicine, they've not gone through the procedure, but just meeting you, they come out and say, सब ठीक होने वाला है, आई एम श्योर. So what did you do that time? You've not yet begun the treatment of the body, but your words, your vibrations, your energy, your conviction, your belief, your faith, that has already started healing their mind. And when their mind gets healed, their body will respond faster. Will that happen or not happen? And if I meet a doctor who may be excellent, one of the top in the world, forget country, but when I talk to him, I get all confused because there's so much clutter, noise, I can't understand anything. So I come out and I say, हाँ, सब बोलते हैं डॉक्टर बहुत अच्छे, बट पता मुझको कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. लेकिन now there will be noise here, and that noise will slow down my healing even if I am with the best doctor in the world. Because my mind plays a very important role in my healing. What is placebo effect? Which power is it using? Which power is it using? We've met patients who've been taking a medicine for like 5 years, 10 years, but they never went online to check the side effects. And they were like, हाँ, दवाई बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है. One day someone tells me, oh, आप वो दवाई ले रहे हो, उसका तो ये side effect है. And then they will go to Google and they'll read 10 more side effects with that. And then in the 11th year they will come and doctor मेरे को तो इस दवाई का बहुत side effect है. Doctor will say 10 years you were taking same medicine. My mind did not know the side effect. Such a powerful role the mind is playing in the healing. Shouldn't we start talking about it more? Should we or should we not? Yes? So कल से one first small change. Don't tell them, हम आपको ठीक कर देंगे. नहीं, हम आपका इलाज करेंगे, लेकिन आप अपने मन को खुश रखेंगे तो हम दोनों मिलके बहुत जल्दी ठीक कर देंगे. Get them to be a part of that treatment. Get them and their family to be a part of their treatment. You're giving them the best medicine. They are going home and fighting. They are shouting. They are screaming. They are creating hurt. They are not releasing. They are not forgiving. That body is going to take very long to treat. Then they are going to come and tell you, Doctor Saab, my neighbor to got okay in 10 days. Why is it taking me 2 weeks? Then they feel something is wrong with the doctor and the hospital because doctor didn't tell them your role. So get them, involve them into the part of the treatment. They will get healed faster. Will they or will they not? How many minds play a role in the healing? First, whose mind? Suppose I am the patient. This is the body, not well, I come to you. First, whose mind plays a role in the healing? And most important, why this mind plays a role in the healing? Because this mind is also a part of the disease. The disease doesn't happen first in the body. It doesn't. And that's why when you tell people, take care of your lifestyle, it is time to start explaining to people what is the meaning of lifestyle, because they will only go and check their diet, their exercise, their sleep pattern, and they'll say, I am leading healthy lifestyle. This is life. When this life leaves, this is a dead body. And so lifestyle means the way I think, the way I speak, the way I feel, the way I behave, the way I live, the way I work. That is lifestyle. That is lifestyle. So when we tell them lifestyle disease, then if lifestyle is a part of the disease, then lifestyle is also a part of the healing. And they need to understand what is the right lifestyle. So major part is here. So the soul means 3 faculties. When I, the soul, think, it is called the mind. When I, the soul, take a decision, it is called intellect. And when I, the soul, come into action, which means I bring my decision into action, it becomes my karma. And any karma repeated multiple times becomes my, anything I do multiple times, it becomes my habit, which is called sanskar. Sanskar. हम कहते हैं ना, बहुत अच्छे संस्कारों वाली आत्मा है, महान आत्मा है, पुण्य आत्मा है, देव आत्मा है, धर्म आत्मा है. और कोई गलत संस्कार है, हम कहते हैं पाप आत्मा है. इट इज आत्मा. संस्कार आर ऑफ आत्मा, नॉट ऑफ द बॉडी. सो एनर्जी इज ओनली वन. इट डज 3 things. Thinks, feels. Do we need proof that I think, feel? No. If we come to your hospital and we ask you to show us the brain, you can show everything. And you'll say, here, this is cerebrum, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, everything we'll see over there. Doctor sir, where is my mind inside this? I want to see the mind. Where does it sit in this whole big brain? Where does my mind sit? Can you show the mind over there to everybody? Can you show us the mind? Yes, no? Batao na, I'm asking you, can you show me the mind when I come to you tomorrow? Show me that model of the brain. Doctor sir, where is mind in this? Can we show the mind? So just because you can't show the mind, that means I should not believe that I have a mind? But I believe that I have a mind because I experience this 24/7. Even when I'm sleeping, this mind is working. So I don't need proof that I have a mind. So nobody ever came and asked you, okay, do I have a mind? Show me. Because we are experiencing the mind throughout the day. Mind is that energy. And when I take a decision, so let's say first time somebody thought of smoking a cigarette. The mind creates options. Should I smoke? Should I not smoke? Uska ye nuksan hai, ye hai, but today I'm very stressed. Mind creates lot of options first. Intellect evaluates those options, takes a decision, says it's okay. एक बार करने से कुछ नहीं होगा. And that day, first day, that person smokes a cigarette. Next day comes a situation, peer pressure or some difficult scene of life. Again the mind creates options. Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Intellect says it's okay. Last time did it become a habit? No, don't worry. Next time, one more. 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. After that it becomes my habit, sanskar. Mind, intellect, sanskar. This is the MIS of the human being. Like we have an MIS system in the organization. This is MIS system of the human being. Now very important. Once it becomes my sanskar, next time the mind doesn't create options. Should I? Should I not? I just live through my sanskars. That is called an automatic way of living, where I'm not living in awareness, I'm not creating thoughts, I'm just living through my habit. And most of us, most of the time, are just living through our sanskars, our habits. So it's very important to have the right sanskar, because if I have a wrong sanskar, I will live through that sanskar for the rest of my life. Habits is different and sanskar is different. Habit is outer habit, how I walk, how I talk, what I eat. Sanskar is emotional pattern, my nature. For example, peace is a sanskar. Anger is also a sanskar. Patience is a sanskar. Impatience is also a sanskar. Getting hurt is a sanskar. Feeling jealous is a sanskar. Feeling busy all the time, not available, no time, is a sanskar. So these are sanskars, and we have created that sanskar and we are living through those sanskars. Now, if I have a few unhealthy sanskars here, and then I have a few unhealthy habits outside, isn't it a perfect combination to come to a hospital then after that? Is it or is it not? So when I come to you and you treat me, after that it's also your responsibility to tell me that if you don't want to meet us again, do you want your patients not to come again? Do you want your patients to not come again? Chalo, we're listening for the answer. Do you want your patients to not come again? You know what? Tomorrow morning, just create a thought. Just create a thought. No one should come to the hospital today. Should we create this thought? No one should come to the hospital. No, we should not. We should create people should come to the hospital today. Your profession is a very risky profession. If you create a thought, everyone should come to the hospital today, you are sending a vibration to the world. The world, please fall ill today. Everyone prays in the morning, God give happiness and health to everybody, and you're going to say, God give me a lot of patients today. No, never. Till the end of this Kali Yuga, your hospitals are going to be flooded, that's for sure. That's for sure. Because people are not taking care, neither of their mind and neither of their body. But we don't need to create that intention. Because what they are doing with their life is their karma. But the intention that we create is our karma. So our karma should always be, everybody should be healthy. It should not be, I will treat everybody. वो तो आप करते हो, वो तो आपकी सेवा है. But our karma should be that everyone should be healthy. And so we need to start giving them complete information. Healthy sanskars plus healthy lifestyle will give a healthy body. But for that, I will also need to start checking whose sanskar. Whose sanskars will I need to start checking? Mine. Can you just put both your hands out for 20 seconds? I'll just say out a few sanskars. If they are healthy, you put them on the right hand, and if they are unhealthy, you put them on the left hand. Unhealthy for the mind will be unhealthy for the body. So it's just unhealthy. Unhealthy means uncomfortable also. Stress. And you can say it out, left or right, which one you're putting. Stress. We need to hear, there are 1,000 people, more than 1,000 in this hall. Stress. Left or right? Pakka? So from tomorrow you will tell people stress is not normal. Stress is not normal. Don't tell people stress is normal. You know, scientific community told the world stress is normal. They say, doctors say, गुस्सा मत करो, नहीं गुस्सा कर दो, बाहर निकाल दो, दबाव नहीं अंदर बीमारी हो जाएगी. तो हम इसलिए गुस्सा कर देते हैं. So incomplete information. What you are saying is right. Don't suppress your anger. It will cause disease. But then tell them, don't create anger. Don't say shout it out to other people, because then it creates a disease in the other person also in me and also in the other person. So medical community responsibility is so high right now. If you want to heal the world, you will need to start telling them the truth, that stress is a disease. It is not a physical disease, it's not a mental disease, it is an emotional dis-ease. My mind shifts from a position of ease, it is a dis-ease. That's why putting it on the left-hand side. But go out into the world, people say stress is normal. Today, children of this size are saying stress is normal. And the youth of today has stopped using the word stress. It's a very old-fashioned word for them now. They are saying, I'm depressed. Is this our definition of success that we are creating in the last 2 decades? So who will tell them this? Who will tell them this? So we will all need to start telling them. We all need to start telling them. Otherwise, in the coming times, and this is something we know and you will see in the coming 10, 20 years, the human mind will deplete so much that your medicines will not work on the human body, because the mind will just not allow healing. So please start telling them to take care of the mind. Only treating the body will not work. It will not work. Even post-COVID, we see a lot of difference in the human mind. How many of you feel there's a difference in human minds after COVID? You feel that? Because you're interacting with people so much? Why is there a difference? COVID was just a physical issue. Why so much difference in emotional temperament, behavior, reaction? Because for 2 years, the world was filled with fear and anxiety in the air. It's in the air. Not 2 days, 2 months, 2 years. And when everybody says, COVID hai, stress to hoga hi, dar to lagega hi, fear and anxiety is normal, we created it, radiated it, it's in the air. Everybody just got affected by it. COVID got over, fear and anxiety is not over. And it increased the number of anxiety attacks, panic attacks, especially in children. We're meeting so many children today, there's no problem in their life. And they say, yahan kuch ho raha hai, yahan kuch ho raha hai. What happened to them? It's in the air. Depression increased post-COVID. And if you just check statistics, suicide increased post-COVID. What did all this have to do with COVID? Nothing. Just that the human mind did not take care, and the human mind then got affected by what everybody created. So like COVID created fear and anxiety in the air, a hospital setup has fear and anxiety in the air every single day. Every single day. Because everyone's coming with that vibration. And so we need to talk to everybody about this. First, taking care of the mind of every person who is in that hospital morning to night. Should we be taking care of their minds or not taking care of their minds? And they are going to take care, not that you are going to go and take care of everybody's mind, but it needs to be talked about. And then of course taking care of the mind of the person who walks in. So the first mind which is a part of healing is the mind of the patient. Okay, sorry, we forgot this. Sorry, let's do this 30 seconds. Very important. Stress, left or right? अच्छे से बोलो ना, everybody will listen. Left, okay? Done, quickly. Why you have to say it? Because you recorded and then from tomorrow you're going to tell your patients. Stress, left. Anger? Anger? Acha, very good. Patience? Forgiveness? Peace? Criticism? Jealousy? Jealousy left? Paka? Okay. Comparison? Self-respect? Ego? Opposite of ego? No, on the right, yeah, but opposite of ego? What's opposite of ego? Because it's very important for a doctor. Every day many people are coming and telling you, you're like God to us. So kabhi-kabhi pata nahi chalta hai. The more the success, the more should be the humility. That is a mantra. So ego is on the left hand side and humility is on the right hand side. Love, attachment, compassion, care, fear, anxiety, that's all. Now we have to tell everybody this. This is unhealthy, this is healthy. This has to be part of prescription. This is unhealthy. We can't only tell them don't eat this, don't eat that. don't think this, don't behave like this at home, at least till your treatment is going on. And when you're telling it to them, their family is also listening. Because there's too much chaos in homes right now. Somebody is going through chemo, everybody else is fighting, shouting, screaming. How is the body supposed to treat this? And that is why if people leave their homes and go to some very silent, quiet place with high vibrations, they will heal faster because the energy, the vibrations of the place. So first is the mind of the patient. Any other mind playing a role in the healing? Mind of patient. Second, mind of family. Caregiver plays a very important role. Caregivers believe that our role is be taking care, physical. And they take very good care. They don't even sleep at night. They're just taking care of a family member. But along with that taking care, they're creating stress, they're creating fear, they're creating irritation, they're creating fatigue. So they need to know caregiving is not physical only. Caregiving is emotional, vibrational. Patient, caregiver, third. Now let's come to the most important mind, which is part of the healing. Who's the third mind? Achhe se bolo. You believe your mind also plays a part in the healing? And your mind doesn't mean your information mind of medical science. That obviously, that is only doing the treatment. But your mind, just the person you are, just the person you are, does that also play a part in the healing? So in case you are carrying any of the left hand sanskar, any of them, so then when I come to you as a patient, what all I'm going to get from you? So one myth we are going to break today. It's just a vocabulary. We will change vocabulary and our life will change. Let's stop saying doctor hai to stress to hoga hi. No. No. Hospital hai to stress to hoga hi. No. If we keep saying it, any line repeated many times, what happens? Any line repeated many times becomes a reality. It is called Sankalp se Siddhi. Power of affirmation creates manifestation. So let's change it to doctor hai तो नॉर्मल क्या होगा? स्ट्रेस नॉर्मल होगा? नहीं. डॉक्टर हैं तो क्या नॉर्मल होगा? What are the key words as a sanskar that we can put with a healer? Doctor hai is equal to which sanskars? Which sanskars? Pick anyone from the right hand side. Pick anyone from the right hand side. Because left hand sanskar means I am at a lower vibration. See, when I'm stressed, where my energy goes. When I'm angry, where my energy goes. Where I'm jealous, what thought process I create. I could be creating that thought process for another colleague who's a healer in the same hospital. If I'm competing with that person, what energy do I create? If I'm criticizing that person to another person just to put him down, what energy am I creating? Is that the right energy for healing? No. So now visualize yourself, your expertise, your skill, your knowledge treats, your aura, your energy field, your vibration heals. Somebody can be very egoistic, extremely stressed, shouting most of the time, and an excellent doctor. It doesn't matter. They can be an excellent doctor. वो जिसको हाथ लगाते हैं वो ठीक हो जाता है. People go to everybody and then they don't get cured and they come to that doctor. That doctor can be egoistic, aggressive, shouting, screaming, always running, tired, fatigued, but very good doctor. But not a healer. Not a healer. Because that doctor is operating from a lower vibrational energy life. So we are not going to be just doctors. We are going to be high vibrational divine instruments who are changing the energy of people. And why is it so important for a doctor and everybody in a healthcare setup to live at a higher vibrational energy? Because you are exposed to a lower vibrational energy throughout the day and you are working in a setup which is a lower vibrational energy just because everybody else is in fear and pain. That's all. What should have been taught in medical school should have been that throughout your life, you're not just going to work with a diseased body. You are going to be working with a mind who is not happy. Not happy. But that was not a part of the education. Are you working only with a diseased body? No. Do you see the level of pain that people come with in their minds? And pain in the mind is not just because they are not well. Pain in the mind is already there in people's life even without challenges. Post-COVID, what I'm seeing is meeting so many people who've lost a family member. I mean, death is something that's always happened. It's always happened. But earlier, we would see people coming back to their normalcy in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Now, years, 2 years, still the same amount of trauma is going on. Healing is not happening because the air pollution of emotional vibration is not allowing it to happen. I live in Delhi city. It gets very polluted during winter. And so in winter, if we get a cough or something, it is not going for another 2 months. It is there continuously. So about a couple of years back, it got so bad for me because also speaking so much throughout the day, no voice rest. So the doctor put me on steroids. In spite of steroids, it did not get okay. And that day he told me a very important thing. He said, "एक महीना रुको." I said, "Why?" He said, "अभी तो ये हवा ही आपको ठीक होने नहीं देने वाली है." That's it. हवा ठीक होने देने वाली नहीं है. Which means if the air is polluted, the disease is not going to heal very fast. If the air is emotionally polluted, it's not going to heal emotions very fast. It is not. And so it's very important. We are compassionate that people who come to us are coming in pain, but let's do our part of everyone inside a hospital setup should be at a higher vibration. 2 reasons. 1, so that you are able to radiate that energy to them, and second reason, so that you don't absorb that energy from them. When 2 people meet, any 2 people meet, it's like this. Can you again put your hands together? When 2 people meet, it's not what you see, it's not what you speak or listen. It is first 2 auras meet each other. Your energy field meets the other person's energy field even before you start talking, which the world today calls vibrations. We say, I did not get good vibes from that person, I got very good vibes from that person. The vibes meet each other before the words exchanged happens, before body language, personality. Now look at this. Suppose both of us are here, okay? And this person and the 2 members of the family who are sitting across your table here, they are not in a very happy state, very confused today, probably just got a report saying that they've got some major ailment. So if, let's say, hypothetically you are on 40 vibration, they've come on 20. आप रखेंगे हाथ ऐसा थोड़ा, so that this will, they are coming on 20. If I am on 40, they are on 20, and every 10 minutes I am meeting somebody on 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, eventually at the end of the day, this vibrational infection, COVID, what did you do? You put a plastic sheet there. You kept seeing people, but you had a plastic sheet there, so that that plastic sheet was protecting you from their physical virus. We need something to protect us from that emotional virus which is coming from there. And now, meeting so many people during the day, every single day of the year, every year of your life, it's a profession. And then living in that hospital which is radiating at, this will start taking a toll here. So there's only one way for me to protect myself. And what should I do for that? I cannot live an ordinary life vibrationally, which means I cannot live with an ordinary emotional immunity system. My emotional immunity system will need to be, so if they're 20, where should we be? Now you decide. Where should we be? Karo. Kitna? Put a figure. Healers cannot be ordinary people. Healers cannot have the same definition of normal that the world is having. You are healing. Healing is this energy. करो ये energy. Not like this. किसका हाथ ऐसे होता है? किसका हाथ ऐसे होता है? देवी देवता. And if you see the देवी देवता मूर्ति, हाथ will be like this. देवी देवता, prophets, everybody, जिनकी भी photos हम देखते हैं, hand is like this, aura is white in color. Which means to become a giver in life. Giver not physically, giver vibrationally. In order to become a giver in life, you will need to have a high energy aura. You cannot live at a lower energy aura, then we become like this. Which means then their energy influences me. Now when I start doing something to live here, two things will happen. Energy never flows from lower to higher. Energy always flows from higher to lower. So I can meet lower vibrational people throughout the day and I will be safe. My immunity system is high. But the other thing that happens is my vibration is radiating to every patient and caregiver who's coming to me. They won't even know, but they're getting emotionally charged just by meeting me for 10 minutes. And then not just you, your team, your nurse, your intern, everybody, we create that energy in the whole hospital. And that's why we'll change from tomorrow. We will not say hospital means stress to hoga hi, hospital means chinta to hogi. No, stress is not because of the work you do. Stress is only because of the stress you are exposed to. You are so good at the work you do, you can wake up in the middle of the night and go and do a surgery. There's no stress in that. Stress is the energy of the place. So if we create a hospital which is vibrating at a higher energy, you know, out in the country there are people who are called faith healers. Everybody knows faith healers. They are not doctors. And you know, sometimes even when a doctor is not able to get cured, they finally go to that faith healer. There are people who go because they're not getting cured and they want to get cured. Fine. So what is a faith healer? Kuch nahi hai. No medical knowledge. They just do this, hold this, do something here, and the person gets okay. And that is why they are called faith healers. Which means what is healing them? What is healing? What is healing? They are working here. You know, like we have, यहाँ जाएंगे ना तो ये काम हो जाएगा, उधर जाएंगे ना मन्नत मांगे के काम हो जाएगा. It gets built up and that starts working here. And I go to that place with that faith. I go here to this person, मेरा काम हो जाएगा. आधा काम हो गया उसमें. And today, because of the last few years, whatever information came out in media and some people did something because of which everybody started believing, patients are now coming with doubt. And then thanks to Google. First we didn't know anything, so we used to just come and sit in front of you. Whatever you say, I accept. Now to you say and niche in my lap I check what is Google saying about the same thing. So when faith can heal, doubts and confusion can slow down healing. So now, if I want to create a strong patient-doctor relationship, it can't happen from here. It will just happen that your vibration is such that when I meet you, I am forced to heal you. I'm forced to trust you. I just feel like trusting you. Not because of all the awards that are there, not because of all those certificates of conferences which are put up, not even because of those thank you cards that other patients have written. Nothing has an effect on me, but your vibration. Even if 10 people outside told me, ye doctor ke paas nahi jana, ye hai, ye hai, ye hai. But when I meet you, that vibration does all the work. Nobody needs any proof after feeling your energy. So being here is safe for me and being here is healing for them. So should I not start living here? Should I not start living here? You know how much cases of nervous breakdown is there in a healthcare industry? A couple of years back, online, that is still there, that article. It is for India. Suicide rate as per profession. As per profession, they have categorized it. The first number one highest suicide rate is farmer. And second, that is what it is. Why? Because exposed to lower vibrational energy throughout the day over a period of time, if I don't take care of myself, I'm coming down. So can we shift from the left hand to the right hand? Should we start shifting from the left hand to the right hand? What was the list on the right hand? Patience, peace, calm, forgiveness, letting go, self-respect, compassion, easy, not busy at all, not busy at all. Working very long, working hard, but not busy. Busy and easy is here. Busy and easy is not in what we are doing. Some people are retired sitting at home and you see them, nobody more busier than them. मैं बहुत बिजी हूँ, मेरे को टाइम नहीं है. So busy and easy is only an attitude. It's not of how much work we are doing. So always, never use the word. She used the word busy for me right now, which was not right. Always say, I'm easy, I have lot of time, to yourself. Don't say I'm very busy, because that's a lower energy. It pulls you down. I'm busy, I don't have time, I'm easy, I have lot of time. I'm easy, I have high vibrational vocabulary. High vibrational vocabulary. So that's why, to remove that anger from our list, so that's what we were discussing day before yesterday in AIG hospital, that we put up no anger boards in the entire hospital. So they've decided they're doing it. Are you ready to decide to do it? Are you ready to make your hospital a no anger zone? How many ready to make a no anger zone? You know which room you have to make first, na? Which room do you have to make first? I was once in a nurses program. It was nurses day, all nurses. It was big auditorium like this of nurses. And they said stress management topic. I said, what is cause of stress? You know what answer they gave? Do you know what answer they gave? I was not prepared. I really didn't think of that answer. Doctor गुस्सा करते हैं. That is cause of stress. पूरा दिन इतना काम करते हो, पेशेंट इतना इरेटिक बिहेव करता है, पेशेंट चिल्लाता है, केयर गिवर बहुत डिमांडिंग होता है. दैट नर्स इज सेइंग, ना उसका कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, वो तो बीमार है ना. सो दे डोंट गेट ट्रबल्ड विद दैट. सो आई जस्ट सडनली सेड टू देम, आई सेड वो भी बीमार है. कौन बीमार है? कोई भी जो चिल्लाता है वो खुश थोड़ी है, बीमार है. मतलब इमोशनल डिजीज. द ब्यूटी ऑफ इट वॉज, नेक्स्ट डे शी कॉल्ड मी अप. She said, you know what, this was very simple today. Again they came in the operation theatre. He's an excellent doctor, but he finds something which is not right in what we have done. And उन्होंने आज भी गुस्सा कर दिया. But आज मैंने एकदम से thought create की, वो बीमार है. And I was fine. I didn't feel bad at all today. But the second line was very important. She said, then I created a thought, what can I do for him? You know how much one thought can change? Till now we're like, they shouted at me, we become like this, we like this, and we go into hurt, and we don't like the other person for shouting at me, even though I'm working so hard. And suddenly she shifted from self-care, protecting herself from that negative energy that the other person radiated, to compassion. What can I do for you? So self-care always radiates into compassion. You know, the world physician oath was changed a few years back. Earlier the oath was all about my life is about patient, everything is about patient, and now they have put in there, doctor, first take care of yourself, because lack of self-care creates compassion fatigue. That is the word in the oath. Lack of self-care creates compassion fatigue, because if I am here, I don't have the power to do this. I have the power to treat, but I don't have the power to radiate high vibrational energy. So should we make our hospitals a no anger zone? You think work can be done without anger? You think work can be done without anger? Normally we blame the other person for our anger. So to become emotionally healthy, we have to create first one equation, and that is emotional independence. We are living our life saying, my stress is because of, my anger is because of, they hurt me, they insulted me, they disrespected me, I'm happy also because of. So I'm saying the remote control to my mind is where? Where is the remote control of my mind? I thought it was here. And spirituality teaches us, I am the master of the mind, I am the creator of every thought and feeling. They are doing wrong. But who is creating my anger? Who creates my anger? Who creates my anger? बोलिए, who creates my anger? तो नेक्स्ट टाइम से नहीं बोला उसने गुस्सा दिलाया, उसकी वजह से गुस्सा आया, नहीं, ऑल दिस वोकैबुलरी इज रॉन्ग। उसने गलत किया, गुस्सा मैंने क्रिएट किया। पर्सनल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ आर इमोशन। वर्क प्रेशर था, स्ट्रेस मैंने क्रिएट किया। हैज एनीबडी एवर हर्ट यू? हैज एनीबडी एवर हर्ट यू? दे हर्ट मी? कोई है ऐसा? दे हर्ट मी? कितने नाम है लिस्ट पे? कितने इतने सारे नाम है? अच्छा, अभी लिस्ट को थोड़ा छोटा करते हैं। ओके सिस्टर, विल यू स्टैंड 1 minute? हाँ, द वन हु सेड इतने सारे नाम हैं। हाँ, ओके, आई एम योर स्टिमुलस राइट नाउ। ओके, so in front of so many doctors of the city, I will be wrong to you. I will say something very rude to you, very mean to you, very insulting, very disrespectful. It's also going live on YouTube forever. Even after you and me leave, it will be there. It's so bad. And probably somebody is covering it. It will go in the newspaper tomorrow. This is your situation. It's happening there. This is my power. I can shout, scream, be rude, say wrong, cheat, betray. This is my power. Can I enter into your mind and hurt you? Can I enter into your mind and disturb you? Sure. Everybody else, can I enter into your mind and hurt you? Yes, no? Then who hurt you? Then who hurt you? I wronged you. People can cheat us, betray us, shout at us, talk ill about us to the world. They can do it every single day. That's their power. But they only don't have one power. They cannot enter into our mind and disturb us. I listen to what they say, I see what they do, and I create my thoughts, and it is my thoughts which hurt me. So how many people hurt me? There's one name who did it. I told you the list will get very short. See, अब आपकी इतनी बड़ी लिस्ट कितनी हो गई? Only one name. Now forgiveness becomes very easy. Now second thing, if she understands that she is the creator of the emotion, even though I am doing wrong, now I am on the lower energy right now, so I am being very, very wrong. What are the options she has to go higher? This can be at home, this can be at work. This time, sometimes nowadays it can be patients who behave very wrongly. They'll pick up the phone and record, today I'm standing in this and this hospital, this and this doctor did this to me. Everything can happen in today's world. What can you do to shift higher? I'm doing wrong to you. What are the options you have? One option, to create hurt. If I wrong and she creates hurt, she's at the same vibration as me. If I shout at her, she shouts back, she's at the same vibration at me. Anything by which she can move up. Options from the right hand. Right hand options. Left hand will take her down, probably even lower than me. She can become so bitter inside. She can hold this for very long. And she can hold it here. And you know, when we hold something very long for here, then after some time I create something in my body. It doesn't happen first in the body. It first happens here. And after a few years, it happens here. And then I come to you, you clean it or remove it or operate it from my body. And then you say to me, take care, otherwise it will happen again. If you have removed it, why should it happen again? Because the source of that clot, the source of that tumor, the source of that blockage is not in the body. It was here. So lifestyle change means remove it from here, then we will not meet again. So option. What are you ready to do for me? You're ready to forgive? Are you ready to forgive? Are we ready to forgive people if they have been wrong to us? कौन ready? A healer cannot have any emotional baggage. A healer cannot have any emotional baggage. It is depleting your vibration. बात हुई, खत्म करो. उनका संस्कार, उनका state of mind. Nothing to do with me. And when you release and you forgive, who are you actually forgiving now? When you say, over, I forgive, they were in a bad state of mind. Who are you actually forgiving? Yourself. We never forgive other people because we cannot forgive other people. When I do wrong to her, I've done my karma consequence will come to me. Nobody can save me from that. But when she says, I forgive, I release it, I let go, who is she cleaning up? Here. A healer will have to be like this, saaf man chit saaf, ekdam saaf. Don't hold on to anything that anyone has done for you because it will deplete your energy field. Because it just goes and sits like a wound in the subconscious at the back. It's not a part of your day-to-day stress, but it's just at the back. It's like an app on the phone which is just playing in the background, your battery is getting discharged. And you look at your phone after 2 hours and say, I didn't even use my phone for 2 hours. How did the battery go to 50%? पीछे कुछ चल रहा था. पीछे कुछ चल रहा था. Don't have anything at the back. रोज का रोज साफ करते जाना है उसको. Never hold. Forgive is one. Anything higher than that? One is गलत का return, hurt, गलत का return, गलत का return, forgiveness, and one higher option is गलत का return, bless that person. Send blessings to that person. That person is emotionally unwell. Anyone who's doing wrong to you, anyone who's jealous of you, anyone who's insecure of you, anyone who's competing with you is actually emotionally unwell. ऐसे लोगों से कुछ नाराज़ नहीं होना चाहिए. वो खुद ही खुद से नाराज़ हैं अपने जीवन से. उनसे क्या नाराज़ होना? उनको तो किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है? उनको किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है? If somebody is unwell, उसको किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है? Lot of blessings. So just create one thought for me. You are a powerful soul. You are always happy. I forgive you. I release. I let go. Right. सर सारे नाम डिलीट करेंगे अभी हम. Select all of them together and go. One delete button and all out. They all could have done wrong, but they can't hurt me. So आज से vocabulary change. No one can hurt me. Who hurts me? Only myself. Who insults me? Only myself. Who disrespects me? Only myself. And who will heal me? Only myself. I don't have to wait in front of the world. Sorry बोलो. आप चेंज हो जाओ. आई एम नॉट अ विक्टिम कि यू चेंज फॉर मी टू बी हैप्पी. आई चेंज फॉर मी टू बी हैप्पी. आई चेंज फॉर मी टू बी हैप्पी. सो नो एंगर जोन बोर्ड रेडी एवरीबडी. When I remember that I am the creation of the anger, not the other person. You know, because when you get angry, it's going to be on one of your colleagues only. So not only your vibration is a part of the healing, their vibration is also a part of the healing. Who meets the patient more, you or the nurse? If someone is admitted, if I'm admitted in your hospital, you too I meet for 5 minutes in the day. And the nurse, how many times I meet her in the day? How many times I have to meet her in the day? And if today you get angry with her in the morning, the whole day subconscious mein there's a pain that's going to play for her. And suppose you say something to her in a reactive manner in front of me. Sometimes hota hai na, your intentions are very right, she's made a mistake, but there the patient is listening, the caregiver is also watching, and in front of everybody while taking her notes, or the intern is taking the note, or the junior aise nahi karna tha, aapko aise nahi karna tha. And I am like, oh, the person who's taking care of me is not qualified, I don't trust her anymore. Everything will happen only because you reacted there in front of me. And then the nurse will be in pain throughout the day, and a very pained nurse is now going to take care of me. Is that right? ये right है बात? तो sisters को गुस्सा, नर्सेस को गुस्सा, क्या पूरा करो, लाइन कंप्लीट करो। नर्सेस को गुस्सा कभी नहीं करना चाहिए, अपने जूनियर को गुस्सा कभी नहीं करना चाहिए। तो फिर गुस्सा करेंगे किसको? फिर तो किसी को भी नहीं करना है अपने को हॉस्पिटल में। इसीलिए तो हम नो एंगर जोन लगाने वाले हैं कि कोई, इट्स अ हीलिंग सेंटर, वी हैव टू रेज द वाइब्रेशन ऑफ द हीलिंग सेंटर। द हायर गोज द एनर्जी, द फास्टर विल बी द हीलिंग। यू वॉन्ट योर पेशेंट्स टू हील फास्टर एंड गो होम, और यू वॉन्ट देम टू स्टे इन द हॉस्पिटल? क्या चाहिए? व्हाट डू यू वांट? यू वांट टू हील देम फास्टर? Raise the vibration of the hospital. Don't allow anyone to react with anybody. बोलो सेम बात बोलो, आराम से बोलो, सेम बात बोलो, आराम से बोलो। इट्स अ कल्चर, संस्कार, संस्कृति, संसार, culture of a hospital. What is the culture of this hospital? That we should have in our mission statement. A hospital is not just the qualified doctor, the hospital is not just the equipment and the procedure, the hospital is the culture of the hospital. And the culture of the hospital should be seva bhav. हम आपकी सेवा के लिए हैं. We are not doing charity, we are not doing donate, but हम आपकी सेवा के लिए हैं. We are here to heal you. That should be the culture of the hospital. So right from the person who opens the door to, of course, to the top coming to meet you, let me feel that culture of the hospital while walking up there, and that itself will heal me. मेरा मन शांत हो जाएगा आपके पहुंचने तक ही. It's very important for a patient to come to you with a silence mind so that you can quickly finish your conversation in 5 minutes. The more the minds are getting noisy, the more they need time from you. They are demanding more time. And so for a noisy mind on the other side of the table, to you to be able to satisfy them in a short period of time, your mind will need to be a silent mind. A silent mind overpowers a noisy mind. A silent mind. अब अगर आपने गुस्सा कर दिया ना, तो आप गुस्सा तो 1 मिनट के लिए करेंगे, आधे मिनट के लिए करेंगे, but that person who was the receiver is probably going to be upset for 2 hours. And for 2 hours she's going to say, उनकी वजह से मेरा मूड खराब है. So where does that negative vibration go? To you. And what are you doing? You are healing. And what are you receiving? You are receiving her pain. Only because of a 30-second reaction. And this all is affecting the person sitting across the table and we're not even aware of it. So ready? No anger zone? आपको confidence नहीं है अपने में? It doesn't mean that it will all change tomorrow overnight. It just means when you put up a board, 50% of the time will be fine. Because sometimes we're just using anger to get work done quickly. गुस्से से बोलेंगे तो जल्दी काम हो जाएगा. No, जल्दी काम तो हो जाता है, but energy, health, and then healing, everything is getting affected. So how many hospitals ready to put up from tomorrow? Hospital, clinic, OPD. Even if you can't put up in the whole hospital, you leave it. You put in your room. That is very important. Now who's ready? Very good. Now one more thing will happen by putting that up. That same board will be applicable to those who are walking into your hospital also. Because nowadays patients and their caregivers are also becoming very reactive. उनको लगता है शोर मचाने से ना काम हो जाते हैं हमारे जल्दी. And it is not good for your staff to be exposed to that aggression. Because they don't come and shout at you, but they shout at your staff to get work done. The world is changing. Doctors and teachers. Earlier we used to bow down like this. Today whenever I go to a school, you know what the teachers say as the cause of their stress? They say parents come and shout at us. Because now everything is more with money now, so we feel we are paying money, we can do anything. Earlier when we were in school, parents used to get scared of teacher. Hey, bacche ki teacher hai, don't offend the teacher. Now they come and shout at them. How dare you say this to our child? So they've started shouting at teachers and they have started shouting in hospitals. And both places, नुकसान उनका ही हो रहा है. नुकसान उनका ही हो रहा है. उनके बच्चे बिगड़ रहे हैं because they go and shout at the teacher in front of the child. And when they're shouting at your staff, That vibration is only coming back to them. So we are doing all this for their good. उनके लिए है. Show them. This is the culture of our hospital. आराम से बात करो. You can't do this to our people. थोड़े दिन में everybody will know this is the way it works here. But the first people to start it will have to be us. If they see us shouting, then they will not apply. If they see your staff shouting, they'll say, ये खुद ही शोर मचा रहे हैं, what board इन्होंने लगाया. But if they see everybody there very calm, they will calm. It's good for them. होना चाहिए ये, नहीं होना चाहिए? Yes. Now these little steps will become that plastic sheet for you. This will become that plastic sheet for you. Easy, relaxed, no anger. Stress is not an option for you, and stress is not even a creation. There is no such word as stress. It's just not taking care of the mind. We feel too many thoughts over there. You remove that and it's all over. Between meeting 2-3 people and then the next 2-3 people, if you get 5 seconds in between also, just sit and say, I am a powerful soul. I am a peaceful soul. My energy is white, divine. I radiate power. Your energy of the room will change. It changes very fast, the energy of the room. It changes very fast. Can we say 3 lines for us? What can we say? I am a powerful soul. I am a peaceful soul. God's power and blessings is my circle of protection. I radiate power. Walk in. Walk in. And they will get a different energy from you. It's just that much time of washing hands. It's just that much time of drinking a glass of water. Just 3 lines. Sometimes, if a same patient is coming again today, who's come a couple of times before and they asked too many questions and they did not get convinced with the answers, we put a label on that patient. It's a very irritating patient. And then we see the name, oh, same patient is coming again now. Oh, Baba, same person is coming now. Do you have irritating patients? How many of you have irritating patients? Acha, so now we'll do an experiment. We'll take that same patient to another doctor. And that same patient with the same questions, another doctor will not get irritated. So it's not an irritating patient. It is a doctor who is getting irritated with that patient. So don't put labels on your patients. That vibration of the label will radiate to them. You have less time, give them less time. You don't have time, tell them I don't have time. But don't sit talking to them and at the back of your mind say, "Chao, jaldi karo, der ho raha hai mujhe, hurry up, how many questions you're asking?" No, mind and words need to be in harmony. I cannot be thinking different for them and speaking different to them. That is conflicting energy. That is not authenticity. Say to them, you know what, I have to go and see somebody else. Let them feel upset. That is better rather than getting conflicted energy from me. I say, I understand I have to see you, but you know what, that is more important right now. Instead of sitting with them talking like, I'm getting late, hurry up, why aren't you going? No conflicting energy should go from us to anybody. Because it's depleting for me, it's also depleting for them. Now, stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. Hospital matlab pressure. So we are going to start working on our resilience. Ready to start working on the resilience? You'll have to make a prescription sheet with your name today. बहुत बनाई सबके लिए, आज अपने लिए बनाएंगे. Ready? बनाते जाएं यहाँ पर. Ready? Resilience. First step of resilience, never say I'm feeling like this because of. That is first step to resilience. Take personal responsibility. I created this emotion, I can change it. First step. Second, call only the right hand once normal. Let anything happen. Don't say stress is normal, anger is normal. Never endorse an unhealthy emotion. When I endorse it, I, the soul, start using that sanskar more often. And third, few lifestyle changes. Few lifestyle changes which is going to build emotional resilience. Third, very important, forgiveness. Does anybody have a name on their list who you want to forgive? Purana, 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 Purana. है? एक मिनट आंख बंद करो, उनको सामने लेकर आओ. Just bring them on the screen of your mind. Everything is just a thought actually. When we created the hurt, it was a thought. When we held on to it, it was a thought. And when we will release it also, it's just a thought. So the day that something happened, I created a wound on my mind. And I said, I'll never forget what happened today. And when I said this, I'll never forget what happened today, my mind obeyed. And today I'm going to say the opposite to my mind. So just gently look at them and say to them, past is past, it's over. Past is past. Let's say it together. Don't do it in the mind. Let's do it in words. Past is past. Bole. Past is past. It's over. I release. I let go. I forgive. I forget. I radiate blessings to you. 4 lines. Past is past, it's over. I release, I let go, I forgive, I forget, I radiate blessings to you. For the next few days, just before going to sleep or just when you wake up, just say these 4 lines in 10 seconds. There is a groove that got created that day. That groove got stronger every time I held on to that same emotion or I spoke about them to somebody. Now I just need a few days to overwrite and change that groove. I just need a few days of it's like a path, that water path that gets created. That is what is called that neural pattern in the brain. It's only created by my repeated thinking of a certain type. If I change that pattern of thinking, that neural pattern in the brain will change. It will just change. So can I do this for a few days with their name? Take their name and say, I forgive, I forget, I really. It's like this is a sheet of paper. There is a black circle I drew 5 years back. Sometimes I drew it in my childhood also, ho sakta hai. And it's there, deep circle. I can't delete this, but I just overwrite on that black circle with white chalk now. I release, I let go, I forgive, I forget, past is past, it's over, I bless you. Just do it for a few days and that wound will start healing. It will start healing. The thought creates the wound, the thought heals the wound. Dua dawa ka kaam karti hai. Dua dawa ka kaam karti hai. So dua is all about giving blessings to other people. So forgiveness is very important. Every night before going to sleep, at least 1 minute to clean the mind. Forgive people. Anybody didn't behave the right way with you today? Forgive them before going to sleep. Anyone didn't obey your instruction today, you didn't like it? Forgive them before you go to sleep. Don't take it to bed, because till the end of the day, the wound is only on the top layer of the mind, the conscious layer of the mind. When we go to sleep, it goes into the subconscious, and that's where it goes deeper. That's when it starts affecting the body. It's like Sunday morning, you're having tea on your bed. आराम से चाय लेकर बैठे, चाय गिर गई. What do we do immediately if we're sitting on bed and we spill tea on that bed sheet? What do we do? What do we do? सबसे पहले like this. Why do we do this? Because the stain was only on the bed sheet. If I immediately do this, my mattress gets saved. But if I take a minute longer, now the tea is no more on the bed sheet. Bed sheet is easy to clean, which means the conscious mind is easy to clean. But if it goes deep now, those are deep-rooted emotional blockages. So every night before going to sleep, 1 minute for the self. Forgive, seek forgiveness. You reacted to somebody today, that person sitting in another corner of the city is in pain right now before going to sleep. Just send to them, I'm really sorry for what I did to you today. I radiate blessings to you. They will catch it. You will clean yourself. कर सकते हैं हम? कर सकते हैं before going to sleep? Sorry बोल दो और forgive भी कर दो before going to sleep. Second, gratitude before going to sleep. Gratitude किस किस के लिए? Gratitude for the divine. Gratitude to all the people who came to me for treatment today. Do you know that people come to you with their karma for treatment? And you are only a part of their karmic account. And one more thing that you need to take care of. that along with your treatment, their karmic count is a part of the outcome of that healing process. So some people you might feel, no, it's very difficult, and they might get healed, and some people you might feel it's easy, they might not be able to make it. Please don't take it on yourself. You are an instrument here also and here also. Guilt can never be a part of our life. Never ever. ये कैसे हो गया मेरे से? Oh, that is only if I consciously made a mistake. Even then, even if I've made a mistake, I cannot hold on to guilt, because that guilt will deplete my energy. It will affect the rest of the healing that goes on. So like we forgive other people, we also need to forgive. We also need to forgive ourselves. If we have made a mistake, forgive yourself. And if you've not made a mistake, but the outcome was not right, please remember, I am only an instrument in the part of the treatment. I am not the destiny maker of that soul. That soul's destiny is working with that soul's karma. So never take that burden and that baggage on yourself, and also never take too much of appreciation on yourself. Both ways. So every night before going to sleep, please surrender the appreciation. If you surrender the appreciation, then if you ever get opposite of appreciation, sometimes it will never affect you. So in spirituality we learn Ninda Stuti Ek Saman. Ninda Stuti, criticism and appreciation Ek Saman, means keep the pendulum in the center. When I get appreciation, if I get excited, then when I get opposite, I will get affected. But when you get appreciation, if you just surrender and say thank you and thank you for your karma, then when you get criticism also, you will say, I did what was my best. Om Shanti. Ninda Stuti Ek Saman. Guilt, criticism cannot be the vibrational energy of a healer. Cannot. It's a very big depleter, and some people can carry that baggage for years and years in the background. ठीक है, कर लेंगे forgive? किसको forgive करेंगे? अपने को भी, दूसरों को भी करेंगे, अपने को भी करेंगे. Gratitude, निंदा स्तुति एक समान, appreciation, surrender. Don't let appreciation also go into the mattress. Don't let appreciation go into the mattress. Surrender. Surrender always. I didn't do anything. Instrument. You're saying it always to everybody, but consciously to believe it. I'm just an instrument. And then at least 5-10 minutes, just watch, read or listen something from the right hand side before going to sleep. Because whole day you have only watched, read, listened, pain, disease, complication, fear, death. If you go to sleep with that, then it's not your emotion, but it is other people's emotion and information. That will also go into your subconscious. So for a healer, to meditate for a few minutes before going to sleep is like as important as taking a bath and a shower, so that you just clean off any infection that you have carried from there. Because you have just consumed so much information in the entire day. So sit for a few minutes, connect to the divine, clean all this, release all this, and just watch, read or listen 5-7 minutes, any content. Positive content, spiritual content, a self-help book. 5 minutes also will change everything. 2 pages will change everything, because your last layer of information on the bedsheet will go into the subconscious now. Don't go home and watch the world news before going to sleep. You've seen enough disease and death in the day. You can't put more on it. A healer should not be watching the world news only. Actually, nobody should be watching. If people stop watching, your hospitals will have lesser people coming. It's traumatic for the human mind what they are seeing through the world news. It's traumatic. 24/7 that news channel is going on. When we were kids, how was the world news on television? कैसे सुनाते थे? First, it was coming only for half an hour. ठीक है, morning half an hour news. didi, दूरदर्शन, आज ये हुआ, आज ऐसा हुआ, ऐसा. Simple. Now, visual. Audio, debate, shouting, repeatedly seeing the same visual, and then finished watching on TV, now switch on the phone, same visual will come with it. This is lifestyle disease. This is lifestyle disease. So please, you should not be watching world news. Don't watch news ever. Whatever you want to know about the world, just read, don't watch. Don't watch. Don't harm your mind. It already handles a lot during the day. Don't give it any more things like that. कर सकते इतना? कर सकते? Can we just read the news? Not watch, not hear, just read. Less effect here. And then if we are not watching world news, then we are not even watching entertainment, which is depleting. Do you get time to watch entertainment consumption, content consumption? Not at all. Very good. Safe for you. I know lot of doctors, पूरा दिन काम करते हैं, रात को आते हैं, आप कितने बजे सोए? 1 बजे. आप क्या कर रहे थे? You reached home at 9 o'clock. No, that is my time now. I said, so in your time, what did you do? I sat in front of the TV. There. Can't. Content is emotional diet. Lust, ego, greed, jealousy, violence, terror, crime. And then after watching all that on the phone, comparison, social media handle, number of likes, how many conferences, which speaker, which award. This is not for us. These are left-hand emotion sanskar. This is not for us. So if you are consuming entertainment content, it has to be good vibration content. It cannot be a depleting content. You have enough of it during the day. Third thing, sleeping time. Sleeping time. Don't look at me, you're a doctor. Sleeping time. I don't know. You tell me. Sleeping time. हाँ जी? 8 घंटा. आजकल आप सबको बोलते रहते हो 8 घंटा सो, 8 घंटा सो. और हम सबको बोलते हैं 8 घंटा सोने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. बहुत ज़्यादा बोलते हैं आप सबको 8 घंटा सो. पहले उनके पास टाइम नहीं है. पर आप 8 घंटा सोते? बहुत कोशिश करते हैं क्या 8 घंटा सोने की? You know, it's a big myth. You don't need to sleep 8 hours. In spite of sleeping 8 hours, people are sleeping early morning on the flight. Have you seen people dozing off on the flight, in the car? How many of you are able to doze off on a flight or in the car at any time of the day? करो अच्छे से हाथ ऊपर करो. And you know what that means, right? Is that a healthy sign to be able to fall off to sleep any time of the day? I love this. I always ask the person sitting next to me, आप रात को नहीं सोए थे क्या? And they will say, हाँ, of course. I said, आप सो रहे थे पूरा flight. They said, oh, I can go off to sleep anytime, anywhere. And they think it's a very good quality. I can fall off to sleep anytime, anywhere. Sleep is in my hands. If I go off to sleep anytime, anywhere, is a sign that I'm sleep deprived. It's a sign that I'm sleep deprived, and sleep deprived is not healthy. So people don't need to sleep longer, they just need to sleep deep. And if you sleep deep, you don't need to sleep longer. But to sleep deep, first we need to sleep at the right time. And the right time of deep sleep is 10 to 3. And there is a whole science behind that. Whole healing of every organ in the body happens at this time. Liver at this time, pancreas at this time. The other day I was in a program and there was a nutritionist there, very well known in the country. And they were all corporate leaders. And she said, diabetes ko ठीक करना है ना, 10 बजे सो जाना रात को. And then everybody was looking at her like this. हाँ ठीक है, आगे बोलो. This तो we cannot do. So she asked them, अच्छा, you cannot do this? They said no. She said, oh, so no problem. Live with your diabetes. Finished. Lifestyle disease. There is a time when the pancreas is going to get healed. There is a time when the liver is going to get healed. There is a time when that mind is going to get energized. The biggest lifestyle disease is sleeping anytime. And that's why children are experiencing so much anxiety, panic attack, because they are studying in the night and sleeping in the morning. The other day I was in a college, I said 10 to 4 we should be sleeping. They say, हाँ, we sleep at that time only. I said, really? You all sleep 10 to 4? They said, yeah, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I said, I forgot I have to say a.m. p.m. also now. So we have to be very, very careful of sleep cycle. Early to bed, early to rise. What is the 4 a.m. time called? Brahma Muhurat. What is it called? Brahma Muhurat. Highest vibrational time of the 24-hour cycle. It's also called Amrit Vela, which means time which is Amrit. Your intuition power, decision making, everything is highest at that time. So we need to be awake at that time. And to be awake at that time, we should be sleeping at the right time. So apart from those who have to wake up in the middle of the night and go for a crisis, that is there. But on a daily basis, keep that cut-off time. Wake up early, but sleep early. Then you need to sleep lesser number of hours. So 10 to 4 is that healing vibrational time. But before 10 o'clock, disconnect from all this entertainment, news, all this is not needed. 10 minutes, meditate, watch some, prepare 15 minutes to go to deep sleep. If you have all that clutter on your mind and you go to sleep, it's not deep sleep. Your mind is thinking in the middle of the night also. Your mind is working in the night because you have work here. If you have a patient who is serious and that person is on your mind, you don't put that person on your mind and go to sleep. You create a blessing for that person and go to sleep. You say, you will be perfectly fine, I'll see you in the morning, I know and think everything is going to be okay. You're giving an instruction to the mind. But if you go to sleep with the mind, pata nahi kal kya hoga, aaj to wo theek nahi tha, kal theek hoga ke nahi, your mind is going to be troubled in sleep. So if my mind is troubled, I need longer to sleep. If my mind is silent, I need less hours to sleep at the right time. So prescription sheet, go to sleep at 10 o'clock. And then for that, dinner at what time? To go to sleep at 10 o'clock, dinner at what time? 7 o'clock. So can we have our dinner at 7 o'clock? Can we have our dinner at 7 o'clock? One thing that we need to do, and if you do it, your patients will get convinced with you. Just say, I am going to do it. How it needs to be done, we'll think about it. That's all. I am going to do it. Because I stand for a healthy lifestyle. You're not a doctor. You're an ambassador of a healthy lifestyle. Everyone who comes to you, you have to tell them healthy lifestyle, and they look at you and say, Doctor Saab, kaise 7 baje khana khao? Kaise 10 baje so? And you will look at them and say, मैं 7 baje khana खाता हूँ, मैं 10 baje सोता हूँ, मैं कर सकता हूँ, तुम नहीं कर सकते हो. That's it. You will change the person. You will change the person. But if you tell the person, हाँ I understand आप नहीं खा सकते, लेकिन please खाओ, तो ये say मैं नहीं खा सकता. So we have to be that ambassador of a healthy lifestyle for ourselves and to become an inspiration by your conviction and your vibration to other people, not just by what you are saying. Karna chahiye ya nahi karna chahiye? Karna chahiye? Yes? So early dinner. Now, when we wake up early in the morning, jo apne aap ho jayega, 15 minutes for yourself. 15 minutes for yourself. Again, consume positive right-hand content before going to the hospital. Content is emotional diet. And tell the world also this, because most of their diseases are coming from emotional diet nowadays. Physical diet, though we become very aware suddenly. Emotional diet is gone towards junk. We are consuming toxic diet emotionally. So emotional diet, healthy diet, 10 minutes in the morning. Even if it means just while you're getting ready, even if it means while you're driving to the hospital, 10 minutes listen or read something that will give strength here to what we are going to work on throughout the day. Meditate for a few minutes before going to the hospital. Do your yoga, do your pranayam, and then go to the hospital. करना चाहिए इतना सा अपने लिए? करना चाहिए अपने लिए इतना सा या नहीं करना चाहिए? You know, when we are on the flight, every time the air hostess says in the beginning, if there is a turbulence, if the plane shakes, oxygen mask will fall down. पहले किसको लगाना? It is the principle of care. First take care of yourself. Then you will be able to take care here. Even if you have both your children sitting on either side. And if 3 oxygen masks falls down, you have to first put that one to yourself. That is self-care. That is self-care. So don't keep saying to yourself, I don't have time. That is not a blessing for yourself. मेरे पास अपने लिए time नहीं है is not a blessing, it is an opposite of blessing. बोलो 15 मिनट तो मैंने खुद को देना ही देना है. This will raise my vibration and it will heal people faster. So I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for them. Can we give ourselves some time early morning? सब कर सकते हैं? Yes. I know there are a lot of patients waiting for you. But you know what? Even if you work the entire night, there will be patients waiting for you. अभी तो ऐसा समय आ गया है. Work 24 hours also and there are patients waiting for you. So are we going to start doing that? No. Because then I'm not fair to those patients. A fatigued mind should never heal. A fatigued body should never heal. Like they should never fly the plane if they are fatigued, you should never operate if you are fatigued. नहीं करना चाहिए. So 15 minutes for yourself, positive content, meditation. We will write a few affirmations right now. So till you learn how to meditate, just say these 10 thoughts before going to sleep. Just say these 10 thoughts first thing in the morning. So you can type or you can just record on the phone or we'll just send it to you later on WhatsApp. First thought, I am a powerful being. Affirmations means what I repeat every day will become my nature. It will become my personality. So what we are going to write now is opposite of what we call normal every day. I am a powerful being. I am calm and stable always. I am always happy. I am always happy. I am fearless. I am confident. Fearless, why? Because we don't want to absorb fear from the system. I'm fearless. I'm confident. I'm an instrument. I'm always just a giver. I'm an instrument. I'm always a giver. My mind and body is perfect, healthy, always. My mind and body is perfect, healthy, always. In case there is any issue, health issue, put a separate affirmation for that. So suppose I have high blood pressure, then my affirmation will be, my blood pressure is normal, 120/80 will be my affirmation. It is what my mind will say, my body will receive and it will start working. My sugar levels are normal, figure. We give all these affirmations to patients, they start using it while their treatment is going on. It makes a lot of difference. That's using the power of the mind on the body. Then an affirmation for relationships. My every relationship stands on trust and respect. Every relationship, personal, family, professional, patient. Every relationship stands on trust and respect. My every patient interaction is a divine experience. My every patient interaction is a divine experience. Each one is healed, each one is back home. So you're giving a blessing every day to everyone. Each one is healed, each one is back home. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. ये रोज करना है. Please draw right now all around your entire body. You draw a white light energy circle. This is like your PP kit. Wear it and walk into the ICU ward. So because I'm surrounded by lower vibrational energies, I'll wear a higher vibrational energy circle. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me, and draw that same circle of protection around your hospital every day. Around your hospital every day, everything is smooth, everyone is healed, everyone is back home. ठीक है? बंद कर दो. Now this you can use for anything you want to manifest in your life, which means anything you want to see in reality. Sankalp se siddhi means any sankalp, any thought repeated will become a reality. It always works. It always works. It's a law. And miracles get created using this law. Anybody uses this law in any aspect of their life, the world will say, oh, miracle. Ye miracle kaise ho gaya? Because you took a thought, you held on to it, you did not change it, even if the world said it was not possible, and you manifested it. That's it. Ho gaya. Last week we had Sangram Singh ji, who's a wrestler, international level. He came to the center and he said, first 8 years of my life I was on a wheelchair. First 8 years of life on a wheelchair. He had that arthritis which was extreme. couldn't walk, couldn't pick up a glass of water, couldn't speak. This whole thing was affected, saliva falling out. And a boy in that little village of Haryana said, I want to become a wrestler. And he went to a wrestling coach and he said, "Aap khade bhi nahi ho sakenge, forget being a wrestler." So they took him to Delhi, thought they'll take him to all the big doctors, wahan theek ho jayega. Everybody said, nahi, ye nahi theek ho sakta hai. You know, only one person didn't say that, and that was his mother. His mother said, मैंने इसको wrestler ही बनाना है. Today he represents India on a global level. That is the power of the mind. And this mind power one person doesn't have, few people don't have. This power everyone has, but some of us don't use it. And the maximum where it needs to be used is a hospital. So we know doctors who are part of the Brahma Kumaris who do it regularly, affirmations, they write affirmations for their patients also. Aap saath saath ye bhi karo. So whatever in your patient is not working right, just tell them aap ye thought create karo that it is working perfectly fine. And their body starts responding to that. So we changed our thought from I am stressed, we also need to add I am easy and I have more time than I need. It's a consciousness change that will happen. I am easy, I have more time than I need, and I lead a very disciplined lifestyle. I lead, just keep saying I lead, and very soon your lifestyle will start changing. We say the affirmations before going to sleep, we say the affirmations first thing in the morning, and very important, we say the affirmations just before eating. जैसा अन्न होता है वैसा मन होता है. So food is not just nutrition, it is nutrition plus vibration. In the hospital, the kitchen is a very important place. So have high energy words playing in the kitchen of the hospital, very softly, like they are in the temple. So like Om, Dhavani, Mantra, anything, Prarthana, chanting, whatever they like, the cook in the hospital. Just play high energy words in the kitchen. Your food gets converted to prasad and people will get healed faster. That's the power of food. Food is like medicine. It works like that. And for yourself, carry food from home, carry water also from home, and still because that water is lying in the hospital throughout the day, water absorbs vibrations the most. आपने देखा है ना पूजा में हम क्या करते हैं, पानी लेते हैं ऐसा, उसमें मंत्र बोलते हैं और ऐसे करते हैं, फिर ऐसे करते हैं, because water absorbs the most. If you go online and search water crystal effect of mind, you will see crystals of water change just by the word. Just crystals. You say hatred, you say love, you say peace, you will say changes of crystal. Japan, Dr. Emoto did a lot of research on this. He came to Mount Abu, we saw it practically, him doing it over there. And we experience it with us every day. So we would never pick up a glass of water and drink like this. Never ever. Not even in the middle of the night I will not drink like this. Because this water is coming from the city. It has the stress, the anger, the fear, everything of the city. And for you, it's not just city, it is city plus hospital vibration. Never drink. Take a 5-second, 3-second pause and say, I'm powerful, I'm happy, I'm healthy, God's blessings around me. Now change the energy of the water, add your mantra to it, and now you drink. This water has changed. Jaisa an, vaisa man, jaisa pani, vaisi vani. Your vibration changes with food and water. Everybody vegetarian diet? Another big responsibility of healthcare industry, doctors to explain to the world. Vibration of a non-vegetarian diet. It's proteins, it has got B12, it has got D3, it is very healthy. No, it has only got those proteins. It is energy of death. And before death, the emotion was of fear, helplessness, anger, pain, hurt, violence, death. How can that be health? How can death give health? It can only give proteins. It cannot give health. It cannot give health. So we need to experiment it, see how it affects our gut to have easier to digest food, and see how it affects the mind vibrationally. At least while somebody is going through treatment, they should not have a non-veg diet. They should have an easy to digest diet and a high vibrational diet. The gut and the mind is connected. It's going to affect both. So let's experiment for 3 months and see with a high vibrational diet. That's called a sattvic diet. Normal food, but strictly vegetarian and high vibration. Who's cooking for you is very important. So eat at home, bring food from home, and even at home put high energy words in the kitchen. We all put everywhere, in every home, high energy words in the kitchen. There's a small system player, just playing that chanting, that prayer throughout the day. And then just before eating, take that 5-second pause, say those words. Resilience will start increasing. 5 minutes in the night, 10 minutes in the morning, 30 seconds during the day, 3 seconds before food and water, total comes to just 15 minutes or something. Is that enough? Can we do 15 minutes for ourselves every single day? हो सकता है? Easy? Easy? Easy बोलेंगे तो बहुत easy हो जाएगा. Easy? Vocabulary is what is going to matter the most. Spirituality is a vocabulary. And for a healer, if you adopt that vocabulary, the way you will talk to your patient about the disease, the way you will talk to them about their complication, the way you will talk to them about their healing will change. So when we raise our vibration, they automatically start getting healed. So wherever you're staying, in whichever part of the city, there is a Brahma Kumari's meditation center everywhere, and sisters are always there to teach us meditation. Just call up and walk in any day, any time. Any day, any time, and you can do your meditation course with them. 3 days, 1 hour needed. And otherwise from tomorrow, because we had few programs in the last 2 days here, from tomorrow we are doing at every center, morning 7 to 8 or evening 7 to 8 for 3 days, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, morning 7 to 8 or evening 7 to 8. But for you, any day, any time, except for 10 to 4. Except for 10 to 4. That time we don't meet anybody. 10 to 4 our time. Apart from that, any day, any time, 3 days, take out 1 hour. And just learn this and just start using it and see the power that it gives to you. कर लेंगे इतना? Yes? क्या क्या कर लेंगे आज से? No anger zone? No anger zone? No blaming people for how we are feeling? Taking personal responsibility? Sleep cycle right? Vegetarian diet? 10 minutes in the night before going to sleep? Forgive? Gratitude? Release? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Ninda stuti? Ninda stuti? Ek saman and taking care. 2 seconds, put high energy words in your food and water, because you are most of the time in the hospital. Because you are. We would do it anywhere where we are, but do it just 2 seconds. Protect yourself from the vibration around you, and you will be in that same hospital seeing the same patients, but you will be here. Just little protection and you will be here. This is for emotional sanitization, emotional protection. Let's take a minute of silence again. When we are going to walk out, there is a box of prasad for each one of you. So we will walk out in silence, but please take that prasad while you are walking out. Here at the center, the sisters cook the prasad, and then they meditate with that for a few minutes, and only then it is given to us. So we meditate with all the food first before even offering it to people. Again, point of light in the center of the forehead. We'll just do it in 30 seconds so that you can do it in 30 seconds in the hospital. Just see that point of light. I am a peaceful soul. My mind is silent. My every word is a blessing. I am the instrument of the divine. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. I radiate this divine peace and power to everyone I meet. My every patient interaction is a divine experience. Each one is healed. Each one is back home. Each one is healed. Each one is back home. I am just that divine instrument. I prioritize self-care. I prioritize self-care. It's a part of my healing them. We can start walking out in silence, and if possible, be in silence for 5-7 minutes while you're walking, driving. Just let everything go into the subconscious from that conscious layer of the mind. Just spend that little time with yourself while you're driving back home. Om Shanti. We can start walking out in silence, absolute silence, and we will take our